Hello students, today we are going to start the chapter matrices. Matrices is basically plural of the word matrix, right? And let us start with what is a matrix. It is the rectangular arrangement of numbers in the form of horizontal and vertical lines and enclosed by brackets, right? In case of a matrix, the numbers are arranged in rectangular arrangement. In this, we are having the horizontal lines, we are having the vertical lines also. So these horizontal lines and vertical lines, they have got a specific word in case of matrices, that is rows and columns. The horizontal lines in a matrix are called rows and the vertical lines in matrix are called columns. I'll give you an example. Let A be the matrix 1, 6, 4, 2, 3, 9. You can see in this the elements have been arranged in a rectangular way. 1, 6, 4, 2, 3, 9. So 1, 6, 4 is the first horizontal line. 2, 3, 9. This is making the second horizontal line. And these horizontal lines are known as rows. Similarly, when we are considering vertical thing, it is 1, 2, 6, 3, 4, 9. So how many vertical lines are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 vertical lines are there. And these are known as the columns of a matrix, right? So these horizontal lines are rows and vertical lines are columns of the matrix. And this 1, 6, 4, 2, 3, 9, these are known as the elements of the matrix, or also known as entries of the matrix. These are the elements or entries of the matrix. Remember, another important thing is that a matrix is always represented by a capital alphabet. It is always represented by a capital A, B, C, D, anyone, but it should always be capital. And these elements are always put in a square bracket. They are in square bracket. Sometimes they can be in the round also, but usually we always try to put them in the square brackets. So this 1, 6, 4, 2, 3, 9 are the elements. Now considering the rows and columns of the matrix, we are having the another term, very important term for matrix, that is the order of a matrix. Now the order of a matrix is given by m cross n, where m is the number of rows of the matrix and n is the number of columns of the matrix. I am taking the example, matrix A is given by 3, 0, 9, 5, 1, 2. So in this case, how many horizontal lines are there? 2 horizontal lines are there. So what is the number of rows in this you will be having? 2 is the number of rows in this matrix. Similarly, when we are considering the vertical lines, we have 3 vertical lines in this matrix. So number of columns of this is 3. So according to this, the order of matrix A is given by 2 by 3. 2 is the number of rows and 3 is the number of column. Always remember, first we write the number of rows, then we are writing the number of columns. So the order of matrix A is given by 2 cross 3, and it is also written as the A is written here, and in the subscript 2 by 3 is written. So this represents what? That matrix A is having order 2 by 3. Clear? So this is the first term, that is the order of a matrix. Next we are having the notation for the elements of a matrix. Suppose matrix A is given as Aij and the order of the matrix is m cross n. In this case, I am taking example, A is equal to this A11, A12, 13, 21. Now in this case, first thing you need to check is how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. And how many columns are there? 3 columns are there, right? So 3 rows and 3 columns are there. The element which is in the first row at the position, you can say, not in the position, is first row and first column. So for this, the value of I is equal to 1. This is I we are having, this subscript is representing which is the row, and for this j is also 1. So the element which is at the position first row first column, it is given by A11. It is given by A11. Similarly, which is in the first row and second column, first row and second column. So for the first row I is equal to 1, and for the second column the value of j is equal to 2, and its position is given by A12. So this is the position first row second column. This means you seeing these subscripts, you can tell what will be the position of the element. Like if I am taking 3A32, this means what is the position? The element is in the third row and 2 is representing second column. The position of the element is third row second column. Remember one thing, first is always written as what is the row number, and second giving you what is the column of the element. So this is the notation for the elements of a matrix. These subscripts are used to tell the position of the element. This thing is very helpful when we'll be doing the multiplication of matrices. It's very simple and it is helpful in the multiplication of the matrices. So next, based on this order of a matrix, we are having comparable matrices, and the second is equal matrices. What do you mean by comparable matrices? Two matrices are comparable if they are of the same order. Like if we are taking this matrix A, the order of matrix A is 2 by 3, and order of matrix B, this is also 2 by 3. They have 2 rows and 3 columns. So A and B, they are comparable matrices. If the order is same, then they are comparable matrices. Then one step ahead of comparable matrices, we are having the equal matrices. What are the equal matrices? There are two conditions for it. The first is if they have the same order. First condition for two matrices to be equal is they should have the same order. And second condition is that their corresponding elements are equal. They should be of the same order and their corresponding elements should also be same, or you can say the corresponding elements should be equal. Then the matrices are known as equal matrices. Take this example. It is A is 1 3 4 8 and matrix C is 1 3 4 8. You can see order of both of them is what? 2 by 2. This order is also 2 by 2. Moreover, the element at the first row, first column, it is 1. Here also it is 1. It is 3. It is 3. 4 4 8 8. So these are the equal matrices. Clear? So condition, they should have the same order and corresponding elements are equal, then the matrices are equal. And how it is going to be used in the question is that it will be given, like I have taken this example. In this case, you will be writing matrix A is equal to C. The simple equal to sign will be put here. A is equal to C. Suppose in the question, if it is given that matrix P is equal to Q. If matrix P is equal to Q, P is given by A, B, C, D and Q is 1, 8, 0 and minus 2. Then if it is said that P is equal to Q, that means their corresponding elements will be equal. Then what will you have? The value of A will be equal to 1. Value of C will be equal to 0. B will be equal to 8. And D will be equal to minus 2. That is, if the matrices are equal, then we can take their corresponding elements to be equal. Now the next thing we have to study is about the types of matrices. Now see, the first we have is diagonal elements of a matrix. Matrix A is given by 3, minus 2, 5, 4, 7, 6, 0. Now these will be the diagonal elements of the matrix. These will be the diagonal elements of the matrix, right? Let us do some special types of matrices. You know, when we are doing the special types of matrices, they are easily recognized by their names. See this, the first is row matrix. So the word used here is row. And what is a row matrix? A matrix having only one row is called a row matrix. If there is only one row, then that matrix will be known as a row matrix. So example is A is equal to 2, 5, B is equal to 7, 0, minus 3. If it is a row matrix, it should have only one row. Any number of columns it can have, but row should be one only. Similarly, the next we have is column matrix. In this case, what will you have? There should be only one column in the matrix, like it is 4, minus 1, minus 2, 5, 7. Any number of rows, but the column should be 1. Here you can see always 1. At the place of column, it is always 1 written here. The next we have is the rectangular matrix. A matrix in which the number of rows is not equal to the number of columns. It is called a rectangular matrix. Number of rows should not be equal to number of columns, because then you can see what is the shape of the matrix. It will be a rectangle. So this is the example. In this case, like in M by N is the order of matrix, M should not be equal to N, then it will be a rectangular matrix. Next is a square matrix. In this case, what will you have? In this case, you will be having M is equal to N. The number of rows should be equal to number of columns, then it will be a square matrix. Like if I am taking A is equal to 4, 3, 5, 10, it is a square matrix of order 2. Clear? The next one we have is a diagonal matrix. It is very important. What is it? There is a diagonal matrix. See, a square matrix in which every non-diagonal, I told you diagonal elements are which? This is the position of the diagonal elements in case of a square matrix. They should be non-zero, rest all the elements should be 0, 0, then it will be a diagonal matrix. The diagonal elements should be non-zero, rest all the elements should be 0, then it will be a diagonal matrix. Then the next is unit or identity matrix. It is one step ahead of diagonal matrix. In this case, the diagonal elements should be 1, 1, 1. The diagonal elements should be 1, 1, 1, and rest all elements should be 0, 0, 0. Then it will be a unit or identity matrix. Usually I2 is used in the questions. In many questions, I2 word will be used. What is this? This is identity matrix of order 2. That is 1, 0, 0, 1. Identity matrix of order 2. I3 is identity matrix of order 3. In our syllabus, usually we will be using I2 only. Then the last we have is 0 or null matrix. As the name is suggesting, 0 means all the elements are 0. A matrix in which every element is 0 is called 0 or null matrix. This is null matrix. It can have any number of rows, any number of columns, but the elements should be 0. Then it will be a 0 or null matrix. Students, you can go through all these types of matrices from your book. That's why I have explained it in the book only. It will be convenient for you to go through it. Whenever you are watching a video, please keep the book with you and your rough register pen ready with you so that you can note down the things. You can highlight the things in the book also. So I'm starting the exercise 9A. Very, very simple exercise we are having. First, second, third question are very simple. First is write the order of each of the following matrices. That is very easy for you to make out. If it, like you can see 1, 2, 2 rows are there and 1, 2, 3, 3 columns. So order is 2 by 3. In this case, 3 rows and 2 columns. So order is 3 by 2. This order is 3 by 1. So you can do question number 1 yourself. Even you can try question number 2 also, in which you have to classify the matrices. What is the type of matrix it is? This will be a column matrix. This is a square matrix. This is a row matrix. This is identity matrix. Please go through question number 1 and 2 yourself, and if you have any doubt, you can ask in the interactive session. I am starting with question number 3 of the exercise. Question number 3 is, construct a 2 by 3 matrix whose elements Aij are given by Aij is equal to 3i minus j. Now it is asked the order of matrix should be 2 by 3 and elements are given by Aij, where I will be representing number of row and j will be representing number of column, right? Order is given to be 2 by 3. So how many rows are there? 2 rows are there. That means the value of I can be 1 or 2. Similarly, number of columns is 3 and j is representing number of column. So the value of j can be 1, 2 or 3. So in this matrix we have 2 rows and 3 columns. I have written it in the notation format is A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. So 2 rows and 3 columns. Now it is given that Aij should be 3i minus j. You can say it is just a form of formula which is given to you, which should be satisfied by the elements. So if I am taking A11 element, what will you have in this? In this case, the value of I is 1 and the value of j is 1. So in this formula, you are going to put I equal to 1 and j is equal to 1. And we are getting 3 into 1 minus 1 is equal to 2. If I am taking A12, what it is? It is 3 into 1 minus 2. Value of I is 1 and value of j is 2. So this gives you value equal to 1. If I am taking A13, value of I is 1 and j is 3. So it is 3 minus 3 equal to 0. Similarly, in this case, you will have A21, value of I is 2, j is 1 and we are getting value as 5. A22, I is 2, j is 2, it is equal to 4 and A23 is 3 into 2 minus 3 which is equal to 3. So we have got the elements. Now you are going to put in this, the value of matrix A is equal to 2, 1, 0, 5, 4, 3. We have got the matrix A as 2, 1, 0, 5, 4, 3. Next, question number 6. It's very simple question. If a matrix has 6 elements, what are the possible orders it can have? Matrix is having 6 elements. Like in the previous question, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements are there. You have to tell what are the possible orders it can have. This means the only thing is you have to tell 6 can be written as product of 2 numbers in how many ways. Like 6 is there, it can be written as 1 into 6. If I am writing 1 into 6, in this means what will you have? Order is 1 by 6. Number of rows 1 and number of columns is equal to 6. Similarly, it can be written as 6 into 1. In this case, number of rows is 6 and number of columns is 1. Next way we can have is 2 by 3 or it can be 3 by 2. So in this case, number of rows is 2 and number of columns is 3. And if we are taking this case, number of rows is 3 and number of columns are 2. So how many? What are the possible orders it can have? 1 by 6, 6 by 1, 2 by 3 or 3 by 2. It's very simple thing. If you have to tell, elements are given and if you have to tell what are the possible orders, that means in how many possible ways it can be written as product of 2 numbers. Now next, question number 9. This is find the values of x, y, a and b when matrix x plus y, a minus b, a plus b, 2x minus 3y. This is equal to 5 minus 1, 3 minus 5. Now in this case, 2 matrices are given and they are equal matrices. Since the matrices are equal, so their corresponding elements will also be equal. Matrices are equal, so their corresponding elements are also equal. So I am going to put the corresponding elements equal. You will have x plus y equal to 5. A minus b is equal to 3. A plus b is equal to minus 1. 2x minus 3y is equal to minus 5, right? We are just going to equate the corresponding elements. Clear? Now what do you getting? We are having 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equations are there and we are having 4 variables. X, y, a and b are the variables. So I have collected the equations having the same variables. So this is a minus b equal to 3, a plus b equal to minus 1. And you people know very easily how to solve these type of equations. I have solved them and we are getting a is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 2. Similarly, next we have is x plus y equal to 5 and second is 2x minus 3y equal to minus 5. 2 equations, 2 variables, solve them simultaneously. We are getting x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. right? So this is how we'll be doing. When the matrices are given to be equal, we'll be equating their corresponding elements. Now the next topic in this we have is the transpose of a matrix. It's very simple. In case of transpose of a matrix, what we do is interchanging the rows and columns. That is, whatever the rows of the elements, they will become the column of the transpose. And obviously, once you change the rows to column, the second thing happens automatically. Interchanging the rows and columns. Let's see this example. Matrix A is given by 2, 3, 5 and minus 4. When I am taking the transpose of it, see children, what do we have? 2, 3. It is making the first row of the matrix. Now I am going to write it as the first column of the matrix. So first row is written as first column. Second row I am going to write as the second column. It will be 5 and minus 4. So matrix A was 2, 3, 5, minus 4 and A transpose is 2, 5, 3, minus 4. The rows of the matrix is the column in the transpose of the matrix. It is represented by this symbol, or it sometimes also written as A and superscript is T. So it is representing the transpose of a matrix. Second example, B is 5, 7 and minus 3. Now if we have to find the transpose of this matrix, B transpose, it has only one row. Now this one row will become the column of the matrix. It will be 5, 7 and minus 3. It will be 5, 7 and minus 3. Right? So B transpose, the row has become the column of it. Now how are you going to write the C transpose? C is minus 2 and 6. It has one column. This one column will become the one row. So C transpose is, this column is converted into row. It is minus 2 and 6. Children, this is the last question of the exercise, question number 10. So the first thing is you will go through the theory. You can say whatever is giving explanation given at the beginning of the chapter. Please go through that explanation part, the types of matrices, comparable, equal matrices, and try this exercise 9A. Completely try this exercise, right?